Conservative New Media viewers, Jeremy Lin fans around the world, LA Lakers fans around the world. What's up? It's me, PFE, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here to discuss in a short video. This is the only video I'm going to make tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to make a long video or not. If I had to guess, I would probably say no. I'm going to be busy for another few days, and then it should get a little bit easier for me. 104-103 Charlotte Hornets get the victory over the visiting Lakers tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina. This was a fun game. The Lakers had an excellent chance to win this game down the stretch. It was tied up late. Then they had to kind of foul Charlotte to try to get into a free throw shooting contest. And they did that, and they got close. And when Jeremy Lin hit a three-pointer with no time left, it got down to just a single point loss. Okay, stats quickly. The Hornets were led by Al Jefferson, who just was dominating tonight. 21 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals. Mo Williams, the recently acquired point guard, who Jeremy Lin fans know well from the Portland series last year, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 13 assists. Now, you also know Mo Williams if you're a Jeremy Lin fan because Jeremy Lin worked out at Mo Williams's off-season camp, which I want to say was that in Dallas or something. I can't remember where Mo had it. You could see they made like a little Instagram videos and stuff together, and you could see Jeremy talking to Mo after the game, and he was also talking to other players on the Hornets as well, which was nice to see. Lakers were led by their 2 point guards. Jordan Clarkson, 19 points, 4 assists, and 0 turnovers. I really liked the way Jordan was playing this game. I know he didn't make perfect decisions, and I know there's different criticisms of him, but he is improving. As Drama MC said on Twitter, he is improving. You can see it. Now, he might not be as good of a passer or as willing of a passer as Jeremy is, but he can be effective, and he was very effective in this game. Jeremy Lin, 23 points. He played 30 minutes, shot 9 of 16 from the field, including 3 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 free throw attempts, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block shot, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and his plus-minus was a +6, which was the best for all of the Lakers. Now, the only legitimate criticism that you can make of Jeremy in this game, from my perspective, was he had 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter. And they came in a fairly short period of time. As if you know Jeremy or if you follow these videos, we talk about that as a turnover bundle. And Jeremy has had that issue before, but he had 8 assists. So you're talking almost a 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, which is fantastic. That's basically the baseline goal for great point guard play is 3-to-1 assist to turnover. So not going to go crazy on Jeremy. He just had a couple moments where I think he was a little caught up in the game. I think he was a little bit upset when he got the first turnover because he had just gotten beaten on defense. So this is what we say with Jeremy. Play calm. Don't get riled up. Don't get mad. Don't get caught up in the moment. And that's what he did for almost the entire game. And that's what he's done for the last 7 games, including tonight. This is Linsanity Prime. This is Linsanity Prime that we're seeing right now. And the difference between Linsanity Prime and Linsanity is that Linsanity Prime is less spectacular. It doesn't blow you away, but it's better. It's better because it's more consistent, it's more fundamentally sound, it's less risky, and it has a higher success rate. And also, with Jeremy playing in an Linsanity Prime controlled manner, his performances game to game will be more consistent as well. And that's what we're seeing over this 7-game stretch. Look, this began in Portland. And in the Portland game, he didn't have any stats at all. I can't remember, maybe a couple points. It didn't look like anything. The Utah game the other day, he was 3 for 12 shooting, but he still played well. He began this game shooting 2 for 6, and then he ended up at over 50%. So he went from 33% to 50+% because he kept shooting. It's 100% clear that Jeremy is consciously adjusting his style, and he knows he's succeeding with it. So this is going to continue. And I'm sure Jeremy's going to, in his post-game interview, be down about the 3 turnovers. Don't focus on it too much. Don't concentrate on the negative, particularly somebody like Jeremy. Some guys, you need to get them to think about what they do wrong. Jeremy, you need to get him to not think about it because he'll think about it too much. He was dominant in the fourth quarter. His NBA efficiency number for the fourth quarter of this game was 14, which is incredible. His NBA efficiency number for the fourth quarter of the last game against the Thunder was 17. This guy's taking over the game in the fourth quarter. Now he's being allowed to. He's playing the entire fourth quarter, and obviously you can have more impact when you're on the court than when you're not. But he's playing responsible, smart, sound basketball. And I know you guys don't want to hear me say this. I will give credit to Byron Scott because he's keeping him out there. If this were Houston and Jeremy had 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter, he would have gotten benched. And Byron didn't do that, and that was the correct decision. So I will give credit to Byron Scott for doing that. Now, why has all of a sudden Byron looked like he's interested in winning rather than tanking? I don't know. I have no idea why that is. But if you're a Jeremy Lin fan, it's a good thing because that means Jeremy's going to be on the court like he was tonight. I'm just trying to think of how to just talk about this. Look, Jeremy was, once again, he was decisive. He was quick with his decisions. The turnovers that he had, again, one came right after he was beaten on a defensive play. 2 of the turnovers are kind of like, oh, what are you doing? Like one was over 2 lines of defenders. They tried to sneak it in. The one right after the turnover, I'm trying to remember what happened on that play. It was, he was double teamed, I believe, on the right side of the court, and he tried to kind of wing a pass over his shoulder and over the man, and it's something he didn't need to do. It wasn't a terrible play, but it wasn't a great play either. And then the second one, he was forced to the baseline off the dribble. He picked up his dribble when he could not dribble anymore, and he was trapped. And he tried to throw the ball along the baseline from one side of the basket to the other, and Charlotte read it. So the first 2 passes were Charlotte read the play and forced him into a bad play, and he assisted Charlotte by going into a bad play. Then the third one was just like, that's just not a pass you should attempt. It was a risky play. I said this on Twitter, and many others said the same thing. Jeremy is still learning how to play lower risk style. So don't be too hard on him for the turnovers. The only people that are going to go crazy about the turnovers, maybe some sincere Lakers fans who just wanted to win, okay? But the people that will make the most out of it are the doubters and people that just don't like him because he played great, so that's the only thing they can hang on to. And that those will be the people. So if you hear a lot of that, then that's probably where it's coming from. Linsanity in New York was a high-risk style. It was terrific playing and spectacular playmaking combined with a fair amount of turnovers. Now what Jeremy's doing in Linsanity Prime is he's trying to take the risk out of his game. Not all of it, but most of it. And that's going to show up primarily in turnovers. And over this 7-game stretch, there's been very few turnovers. Tonight kind of peaked a little bit, but he still had 8 assists. And it was a close game. He was trying to make things happen. As he continues to progress, the risk will be more and more muted. Because it's, what's that old thing, the gambler's paradox? Something like, I don't know, you flip a coin 10 times and it comes up heads 8 out of 10 times. Well, then you'd think, well, geez, the next time there should be a better chance of it going tails because the averages have to equal out. That might be true, but any single time you flip the coin, there's still a 50-50 chance. When you want to win a game, and here's the analogy, when you want to win a game, you would think, well, I gotta try harder, or I gotta make a bigger play. No, it's still the simple low risk play is what will get you the victory. It's what will get you the basket. So no matter how much the pressure of the moment is similar to throwing 8 heads out of 10 coin tosses, you still got to make the simple play. And that's the way that you're going to succeed, rather than getting geeked up or amped up in your mind and trying to make a high-risk play. Because you're hopeful you're going to get a tails coin toss next time. Nope. Still 50-50. Make a smart choice. And that's what Jeremy's learning now. He's learning that and understanding that. He just had a little bit of a blip there in the fourth quarter, which is completely expected. We've talked about this before. I thought the Utah game was a slight step back because he tried to do a little too much. And in the fourth quarter tonight, for that little stretch, he tried to do a little bit too much. He kind of lost his discipline in that period of time. But the more you do it, the more he plays with discipline, the easier it's going to get for him to continue to play in this low-risk style. That's about it. Look, it was a competitive game. Charlotte, as I mentioned on Twitter, they're a top 10 defensive team, and they're bottom 7 in pace, which means they play at a slow speed. They like to play in the half court. They like to just kind of wear you down. You know, they go to Al Jefferson, work it in the post, pass to open shooters, and then really get after you on defense. Earlier in the season, the Lakers would have gotten blown out in this game. But they showed poise and commitment and progress in this game. And Jeremy was right there leading the way. And let me just say with Jordan Clarkson again, he is improving, and he did play well in this game. His decision-making is improving. He is getting better in the pick-and-roll offensive game. He could have a better jump shot, as we've talked about before. His jump shot form isn't great, but he's making better decisions. And sometimes when he's taking shots, that means he's not making a bad pass, as we've talked about with Jeremy. So 0 turnovers is good, and his shooting was pretty efficient tonight. So I give Jordan credit tonight. I thought he played well. And again, I don't need to put Jordan down to raise Jeremy up. They both played well. Probably the 2 best players on the team tonight. So, excellent outing. We're certainly, look, this is just another great outing for Jeremy in a series of 7 going on here. He's not going to be perfect. Don't expect perfection. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for steady progress. And there'll be some progress, and it'll slip. And we're looking for progress after the slip. This is a normal growth or learning curve. And as we said before, the mistake that so many people make with Jeremy is they think he's fully developed as a player, and he's not even close to that yet. But they look at his age, and they look at the amount of time he's been in the league, and think, well, he's not going to get any better. Of course he's going to get better because he works at it, and he's a point guard, and it takes time. As I've said before with Steve Nash wasn't Steve Nash until he was like 30 or something. Jeremy's 26, and he hasn't played a lot. And he's been under different systems with different coaches. Now he's starting to figure it out, but he's had to figure it out mostly by himself. But now he's hitting a second level of maturity in his game and understanding. So it's going to get better and better. And scouts and executives around the league, they're going to see this. They're going to see this. And there's going to be people that are going to be interested in this. And I'll tell you what's probably going to happen is you're going to get teams that are going to hope that nobody else sees it because then maybe they can get Jeremy cheap in the offseason. Or maybe the Lakers, maybe they'll think they can retain him for cheap. I don't know. As I said to KP on Twitter, I don't know. I don't know what Jeremy's going to do. I don't know where he's going to go. We'll see. But I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. If he plays this way and he continues to do that, which he's doing now, it doesn't matter where he is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the system. Nothing matters. He's playing the correct way right now. A simple, basic, efficient way. And that fits in any system for any coach and any role. And that's it. That's all he has to do. And it's just going to get better and better and better for him. Also, let me just say quickly here before wrapping up, I really enjoyed the new Jeremy Lin video, A Day in the Life, like All-Star Game Break or whatever, I think that's the name was called. It was great. They showed Jeremy and Josh Fan, who is his friend and personal trainer, and the wife of Jeremy's older brother, J-Lin. Her name is Patricia's son. So those three went out, and they had a camera crew with them, and they went and they cooked food, and they gave it to some homeless people somewhere in L.A. or somewhere in the L.A. area. And it was awesome. It just makes you feel good. Look, the videos I like most with Jeremy, I mean, I love the stuff like the Ghost Hollywood and Reloaded, where, you know, he's working out and everything. The videos where I think you really see the true Jeremy Lin or that aspect of him is when he's helping people out. Like the video with Jose in San Francisco, or this video where he's talking with the homeless people. That's where you get to really see what Jeremy's character is all about. And so I really enjoyed it. I like it a lot. I've done work with homeless people before, and it's a great feeling just to connect with them and to film it and show other people, look, these are real people, these homeless people. They're not a statistic. Well, we tend to think of, you know, certain stereotypes or whatever, and it's just nice to hear from the people, and you certainly wish them well. So I appreciate that and congratulate Team Lin for choosing to do that. I just think it's a great positive message in a world that needs more of them. Okay, the next game coming up 2 days from now, or actually, no, excuse me, it's tomorrow. I'm confusing my days here. Wednesday, March 4th in the United States, and it will take place 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That means 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and it means it will take place Thursday, March 5th at 9 a.m. in China, Taiwan, and the Philippines. Here in the United States, the game will be covered on ESPN television, so that'll be fun. More people now get to see Jeremy as they just saw him in the last game on ESPN against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But it also means the team will get less rest. The flight from Charlotte to Miami, that shouldn't be too bad. Still, you got to deal with the hotel and you know, less rest and this type of thing. So I can't wait. Now that I realize there's a game tomorrow, there's probably no way I'm going to be able to do a long video. I'm just probably not going to have time to do it. So terrific performance. Linsanity Prime is on the way. The continued development and progress of Jeremy is clear. He's playing terrific basketball. This might be the best basketball of his career, including Linsanity, because this is, well, I mean, Linsanity was pretty good. This is really sound, sustainable basketball. And again, this is coming with everybody in the NBA knowing everything about Jeremy. They all know his tendencies. He's totally scouted. This is a different thing. And he's still performing at this really high level. So I'm thrilled. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. Can't wait to talk to everybody more about this as we continue on this journey as Jeremy Lin fans. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down, your comments below. Thank you to Gary Chen of the Jeremy Only Lin Garden Fan Club for the artwork you're looking at now. You can find out more about Gary by checking him out on Facebook. That information will provide in the video description below the video player. Also information so you can check out highlights of this game and how you can come and join the Conservative Media Facebook group and how you can come and follow us on Twitter where we have a bunch of fun talking to people all the time about basketball and everything else. Once again, I am PFE, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. Strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. Just another great performance. Let's not set the expectations too high. The key for Jeremy as a person, as an individual, and the way that his mind is to be comfortable, keep your stress low, be in your good mental zone. I think for Jeremy, a lot of that has to do with feeling close to God and just being at peace mentally with his faith thing. And that's it. Just continue. It's like laying tracks down for a train. Just continue to build the tracks. Pretty soon, a super steam liner is going to be running through the tracks. Jeremy's well on his way now. Let's just add another game to the books, hopefully in the next game, and that's it. And pretty soon, all of this blah, 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 talky talk will be over with. And that's what Jeremy is doing right now. He's on his way to doing that. So I'm thrilled. Okay, see you guys on Twitter and see you in the comments below this video. Take care. Hope you're having a great night or great day wherever you are around the world when you watch this video. We will talk to you again soon.